Hey Ethan, thank you for making the time to come in for the interview.
Thank you for meeting me.
You having a good day so far?
I am.
Good to hear it. So I got a few questions for you. I'm going to start off just by asking, tell me a little bit about yourself, if you can.
Yep, so my name is Ethan Thomas, and I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I'm currently a senior, and I'm majoring in sports and rec management while minoring in business here at JMU.
Awesome. Next question. What qualities and abilities do you have that will complement this position?
I'm a hard worker that never faces a task too difficult to tackle, and I also have great communication and leadership skills, and I work great with others to achieve a common goal.
Cool. Also, how has your education prepared you for your career?
JMU has prepared me to be thrown into the workforce through unique learning experiences in the classroom and my internship and practicum experiences.
Okay. This is a different one. So this question starts like your house is burning down. There's no harm done to anyone or any pet, just personal belongings. What three things would you save from the house, and why these things?
So first, I would grab my phone so that I could communicate with people and let them know that I'm okay. I would get my wallet so I could pay for a place to stay and get food to eat and such. And then also my car keys so I could travel from place to place and even stay in there if worst came to worst.
Okay, good answer. How would your friends and family describe you, or how would your enemy describe you?
My friends and family would describe me as the funny and outgoing one of the group or the family, and I've never had an enemy, so I can't answer that part of the question.
What would you do on the first day if we hired you?
I would listen to as much as I could and soak in as much information as possible, and also introduce myself to as many people as possible so I wouldn't be a stranger in the office for too long.
Good idea. Next question. Here we go. What type of experiences do you have dealing with fundraising?
When I was younger, my mom used to work for a nonprofit organization, and every year they would have these fundraising events. And every year that she worked there, I would volunteer and go around selling raffle tickets to raise money, and also getting people to put money down on the silent auction to raise money as well.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about a project or situation where you felt that the conventional approach would not be suitable. In addition to that, what challenges did you face implementing something suitable, and how did you handle it?
When I was in high school, I used to work for a company that would go to various elementary schools in the Richmond area, and I taught tennis and golf as an after-school program. And there are certain steps that we do, and at one of the schools, none of the kids were interested in golf, and it was impossible to get any of the kids to actually participate or listen. And so we made a deal that if we played fun games like tag or sharks and minnows for the first half, that they would have to give their best efforts in playing golf after we got done. At first, my boss wasn't too fond of the idea, but after the second week, it seemed to work pretty well, and we even got good feedback from the parents, which made my boss very happy.
Nice. It's a good idea. Okay, next question. What about our organization's values and missions attracted you to apply for this position?
So I love the fact that they really focus on getting kids involved. I think it's vital that kids are involved in some type of sport or recreation activity. Not only is it good for physical health, but it's also good for mental health as well. And it can also be an outlet for them to get away from certain things. And that's exactly why VOLA focuses on kids' participation.
Describe your biggest work failure and how did you handle it?
So I mentioned earlier that in high school, I used to work for the tennis and golf after school program. And one time me and a coworker went to the complete wrong school on the opposite side of Richmond. And we were running out of time, so we had to just call the school and explain our situation, tell them that we messed up and that we would be willing to stay longer with the kids once we arrived so that they could get their full hour and a half of tennis and golf. They accepted our offer and everything turned out okay.
Nice. Tell me about a time you had to persuade someone to see your side of something.
When I was going through the transfer process and applying to JMU, I interviewed with admissions and had to persuade them to see why I was a right fit at JMU and why I deserved to be a student here at JMU.
Okay, last question. If you had to choose a theme song for your life, what would it be and why?
I would choose You Can't Always Get What You Want by the Rolling Stones, because usually in life you don't always get things your way when you just sit around and wait for them to happen, but with hard work and effort you can usually get what you want.
Nice. So that's all the questions I have. I appreciate you spending the time to talk with me today, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you for having me.